Hey family, welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time. My name is Marriage Jeanette, and on my channel you can see a lot of things from faith, fitness, travel, also all things crochet, knit, and any type of craft that I decide to explore. On today's video, I will be showing you guys everything that I've crocheted recently, with most of the items being done in May and then some of them being created in April. So pretty much this video will be everything I've made from April up until now, where today is May 19th. And so I'm super excited to film this video because it's my first video in almost a year, but God has really just been telling me to share more of the things I've been creating and just to talk more. So let's get started. The very first thing that I created in April, I started making scrunchies. And so I don't have some of them because I gave them as gifts, but I'll pop them somewhere along the side. I'll show you guys what I created. And so for my niece, I made her a jumbo white velvet scrunchie, and I also made myself one. Mine isn't jumbo, but this is it here, and she's super cute. I love her. Sometimes I wear it on my wrist, kind of like a bracelet, or I'll style it in my hair some way. And I just really think velvet scrunchies, I like them because they're soft, and I just really think that they're pretty cute. So this one I made, this was probably like the third scrunchie I ever made, because the second scrunchie I made was a blue one that I made for my other niece, and hers was not as big, but this is the yarn that I used, but I made myself one in a jumbo style. And so again, I've worn it like a bracelet, or I wear it in my hair, and she's so cute. I love making these scrunchies because they kind of just look like, essentially it's kind of like a big ruffle. So similar to how people make ruffle hats, that's kind of how the scrunchie is designed. So these are my scrunchies. Let me show you closer. And yeah, I love these so much. This was probably the last scrunchie I made because I moved on to some bigger projects. And so after that, I wanted to make a bandana. And I made this bandana. I was trying to just kind of practice, and this was my first time doing the granny stitch, and I love this bandana so much. I do feel like mine is kind of big, so I want to make some more. It's so cute the way that you can wear it. Oh, I wear it kind of like this, and I just tie it, or I just kind of wear it like this and like wrap my hair under. And yeah, it's super cute. I feel like I just showed y'all the back of the chair, not my actual hair. And the yarn is like really soft. So I made this, and I feel like for it being my first time doing a granny stitch, I did a really good job. Then I decided I wanted to make hats. So the first hat I made is this bucket hat. I bought the yarn from the Dollar Tree because I just felt like, let me practice with something a little bit cheaper. And it's okay, to be honest, it's okay. This was my first time, I feel like, following like a longer pattern. And so it was tough. This bucket hat does have, I guess you would call it like an edge. It's not flat. I personally don't care for it. Well, you know, I'm not really a pink girly. I don't care for it on me, I guess. But I think this is something that I'll either try to sell or gift to someone. But yeah, this is the bucket hat. Yeah, that was the first bucket hat I made. And then I wanted to try a wavy brim hat. Let me tell you about this hat. I followed Anaya Leanne's pattern, and I'll link all the tutorials in either the comment or description. And hers does not look like mine. So I'm still trying to figure out, is it the yarn I used? Is it the needle? Is it my tension? Because it doesn't look the same. I said needle, I meant to say hook. It's because I knit as well, and sometimes I use the wrong words. But the crochet hook, I think I need to size up on the crochet hook because the yarn I use is called I Love This yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the gauge says 5.5 hook, but I use the 5. So I'll try it on. And the reason why I'm gonna mess up my makeup is because I feel like, okay, like my locks are in twists right now. So the hat, it fits, but when my locks are straight, I feel like the hat is too big. Like it has like some bulge. the hat has like a bulge in it, but it's still cute. But also my brim is not wavy. So I need to figure out, what am I doing wrong? I don't know. I think maybe I think I still crochet kind of tight. I think maybe I need to loosen up my tension, but I'm not sure. Well, I will definitely try her pattern again because I really love the wavy brim hat. And now I just got makeup all over the hat, so I'm gonna have to wipe that off. But I think I might either gift this hat away or try to sell it. We'll see. The next hat was a request from my little sister. She wanted a hat that was brown, basically like shades of brown. That was the inspiration. So I had a few shades of brown and I also had mustard. So I made this hat and it's super cute. Brown, mustard, and then also this like, to me, it's kind of like a maroony brown. And when I added the color, like this hat eats, okay? This hat really eats. And then even at the top, you see how there's mustard. And so I don't want to get makeup on this one too. I really like this hat, but it's like, I feel like it fits my head well, but my sister's head is smaller than mine, but she still has a lot of hair because she also has locks. So I'm interested to see how this fits on her. If she thinks it's too big, I think I'll just remake it. This hat, I followed a pattern by, it's Lewa Baby, and I thought maybe, and this is my fault, I thought something was wrong with her pattern, so I didn't even finish all of the rows at the bottom. But what I realized was I should have been counting my stitches, and I think that's something I need to do until maybe I get into the, like once I make something following a pattern and once I'm consistently doing it, I think that then I won't have to count. But I feel like when I'm first trying something out, I need to count, because I think the reason why I feel like this is big is because I was not counting my stitches, and I think I was adding a stitch each row. But nonetheless, love the hat. I showed it to my sister. She loved it as well. So I give myself a B-. Now this last, oh no, this is not the last one. This is the second to last thing I wanted to show y'all. I followed Islewa Baby's hat pattern again. And this is what I came up with. And then I ran out. So I said, okay, what will look cute? And I had dark purple. So I added the dark purple at the bottom. And I feel like this hat is so cute. It's not my style because I'm not really into the typical like women, female colors. Like I don't care for pink that much, even though my nails are pink. I just started getting into hot pink. But like, I just would never wear this. And I hate purple. So I made this hat and it's a bucket hat. So I want to show y'all the difference. These are supposed to be the same hat, but as you can see, the purple one, it doesn't come out as wide as the brown one. As far as like the body of the hat, I feel the brown hat is a little bit more bigger. And so, yeah. And then also I continue and I finished the whole brim, and you can see that this brim, it goes out more, which it should because it's a bucket hat. So I'm gonna try this on. I think I'm gonna gift it to my cousin, because she really likes girly colors. But this hat, it eats. Like this hat, I was like, okay, like Jamaris, you really are a designer, because it just eats. I love how it just stops right here, right above my eyebrows. This is like the perfect summer hat pattern because it blocks your eyes from the sun, but it's also cute. And I love the brim. I think the brim is it for me. But again, I love this yarn. And I think that yarn is thicker than regular weight 4 yarn, like from Joann's. I feel like I love this yarn is thicker than Big Twist, for example. But nonetheless, this hat is good. I'm actually in the process of making another bucket hat, but I'm using Big Twist. So I want to basically compare that bucket hat to this one to see the whole like aspect or the thought I have behind the yarn size. But nonetheless, this is a cute hat. I still need to weave in my ends, but this is how it came out and I'm loving it. And then the last thing I want to show you guys are some flowers. So before I show you, I just want to tell you the story behind these flowers. I was trying to make them for one of my friends, but I struggled. And this is why I do love what I do. I love crocheting, I love knitting, I love trying all these crafts, because I like to see myself from the beginning and then see my growth. So I started making some tulips. So these are the tulips. Please don't mind the yarn. I have to trim it. But these are the tulips, and this is it in the vase. And so the reason why I still have them was because I didn't think they were good enough to give her. But I think for my first time making flowers, my first time stuffing it with the filler, I feel like they're good enough that I want to keep these in my office and put them on the desk. So I'll probably do a whole office setup at some point, a video for you guys. But yeah, so I made these flowers, and the problem was that initially I bought wooden skewers to wrap with green yarn, but it was, once I finished the tulip, I realized that I couldn't get the wooden skewer inside, so I then ordered the wire ones. And I do prefer the wire skewers with the flowers, but I still want to learn how to wrap. And the reason why I said this was a fail was because, so this is me wrapping yarn around the wooden skewer, and I feel like on camera it doesn't look terrible, but if you look closely, like what do you call it? I used the glue gun to connect the tulips to the skewer. Then when I was wrapping it, I realized, oh, I'm using too much glue. I also took the tail and put that in there, and at the bottom I started getting better, but this was the first one I wrapped, and you could see glue sticking out of it. And I just said, yeah, no, I am not about to keep doing this. So that's when I bought the metal green wire skewers, and it's much better. But yeah, these are still cute for my office decoration, but I feel as far as a gift to someone, I want to do a better job. So yeah, this was the last thing I wanted to show you guys.